All right, what's up, everyone? It's Nick Atkin here, Sportskeeda MMA. This is the One Championship podcast live on Monday night. I'm in Hong Kong. Hello to you wherever you are in the world. We have a fun show tonight. That is for sure. None other than Superlek will be joining us very soon. Also got Mr. Tyson Harrison. Both guys will be fighting on one Friday Fight 68 on this coming Friday. Huge stacked card, a quarterly tent pole, if you will. But yes, we'll be having Superleg very soon, and we may also have Tristan, my beloved co-host, joining us in a bit. I'm not sure exactly when, but I will keep you all posted. But we've also got a lot of other news to discuss. Plenty of things happening in the world of One Championship as usual. A big shake up to next month's One Fight Night 23 card with a new main event. I'll tell you all about it soon if you don't know. Plenty of other news to get to as well. How are you all doing in the chat? Good to see you. Janny asking, when is it starting? We're live now. Janny, don't worry about it. Fizz, what's up? Good to see you. Get your seats ready, everyone. Superlek will be joining us soon. There is Josh. What's up, Josh? I wish their MMA was a little stronger for a pay-per-view. Yes, we're gonna also do a big preview of this Friday Fight 68 card. We'll run down the whole thing. We'll talk through this card and next week's card as well. So I'm going to be flying to Bangkok on Friday, the day of the show. I will be jetting in, heading straight to Lumpinee. They're going to stay out there for 10 days or whatever it is to cover Fight Night 23. And if you're living under a rock, you don't know the big news. Jackie Burntown is out of the main event of that show against Anissa Mexon, and there will be no replacement fight for the strawweight kickboxing title. Instead, we will now have an interim lightweight MMA title, something I've been calling for a long time, as you will know. But it's not being contested by people you might think. It's Oak Ray Yoon and promotional newcomer Alibeg Rasulov in a fight. They were originally going to fight 3 rounds. Now they're going to fight 5 rounds for an interim MMA title. Yeah, I pretty, you know my thoughts on this. I wanted certain other fighters to be involved in the fight for the interim belt if we were going to have one in Christian Lee's absence. So, am I unhappy they're having an interim title? No, but we'll get my thoughts on that soon. Anyway, what's up, everyone? Anonymous says, I probably won't be able to tune in for the whole live due to work, but can we ask Superlek what his superhero and serial is? Yeah, sure. Oh, you're going to get me in trouble. Story of the fight. Y'all ever feel staying up to date with combat sports is just purely exhausting? It's been so much this last few months, more than usual. There's been a few big things. I'm sure you're alluding to McGregor as well. But stick with us, story of the fight. It's going to be a good ride. Regardless, RMT, how much are they charging this week? Just going to wait for YouTube to upload fights. I went over this on my Twitter. I believe it is $25 in the US. So I don't know where you are, RMT. But it varies on which country you're in. So anyway, Superlex here. We'll get into that in a bit. I'm going to add him in. Superlex. I'm going to add in Phi as well, who's going to translate. I don't know if she can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put Superlex on the big screen. Has he got any headphones we can add? Because I'm just going to hear the feedback.
Sorry, Nick. You want him to wear headphone?
Yeah, if he has any.
แบบมีหูฟังปะครับ
อะไรนะพี่
มีหูฟังปะ
ได้ยินไหมครับ
ได้ยินพี่ไหม
ได้ยินครับได้ยินพี่ว่าอะไรนะแก
ถามว่าเขาถามว่ามีหูฟังไหม
มีครับมี
You need him to wear one, right?
If he has them, it's a bit better because of the feedback. Yeah, we'll just hear we'll hear my voice on his headset. Anyway,
echo. Yeah, he's getting one now.
Okay, cool. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Superlek. He is here. He's just getting his headphones. So get your questions ready in the chat for Superlek. We'll have him for about 15, 20 minutes. Don't want to keep him too long. He is fighting this week, obviously. Got a lot of media duty starting tomorrow and all that press conference, all the good stuff. Here he is. He's back. All right. Superlek, good to see you again.
แป๊บหนึ่งพี่แป๊บหนึ่ง
He said 1 minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Technical issue.
This happens. Yeah, it happened last week. When we go live, we always have issues. It's all fine. But how are you doing, Phi? If people don't know, this is Phi, who is an incredible translator. You'll see her on the videos I do on Sports Kita. Say hello. She's my favorite translator in the game.
Yeah,
very-
because the only one. No. Like, don't say that. Just add like expectations. Then people are gonna expect something, and I'm gonna suck.
No. I told you have fans on the channel. Don't worry. Yeah. How are you doing though, Phi?
Just as usual. So I feel like I still haven't really recovered from 1.7.
No one has. Yes.
Yeah, it just. Yeah, I don't know. It's huge, and then like we have this. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get a holiday after this. Who knows?
You deserve it. You deserve it. It's going to be a long 10 days, 2 shows back to back. We're going to have one Friday 568, then one Fight Night 23. So buckle up, everyone.
Yeah.
Just mute yourself. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know where Superlek's gone. So I don't know what to talk about.
Well,
Oh, here we
ครับ
go.
พี่ได้ยินไหมครับ
ได้ยินครับอ๋อหูฟังมันใช้ไม่ได้เหรอ
แบตหมดครับ
ขอบคุณครับhe said his headphone just died. Like
Okay.
it has no battery.
It's all right. We'll just press onwards.
Have to hear your voice for a little while.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, Superlek, taking a big chug of water there. How are you feeling? It is fight week. Huge fight for you against Kong Torani. How are the preparations? Is everything ready?
เป็นไงเตรียมตัวพร้อมไหมไฟล์นี้เจอกล้องธร
ครั
ณี
บ ก็เตรียมตัวตอนนี้ก็รอแค่ต่อยครับ ก็เตรียมพร้อมอย่างดีเลยไฟล์นี้ครับ
Yes, I have prepared myself very well, so I'm ready to fight.
I saw you also open your gym finally to the public. You had the media there last week. How did everything go with that? It looked very fun. I want to head out to the gym myself when I'm in Bangkok, but how's it going there with the gym?
ก็เปิดค่ายเป็นของตัวเองแล้วเป็นไงมั่งเห็นเขาเห็นแบบมีสื่อไปเยอะแยะเลย
ครับก็รู้สึกดีใจครับก็ดีขึ้นครับก็หลังจากในรูปแบบการซ้อมก็ดีขึ้นกว่าเดิมครับเพราะว่าเป็นยิมของตัวเองอะไรเงี้ยครับก็ไฟท์ที่แล้วมันก็แบบว่าเราก็ไปซ้อมกับทางด้านของเสือเล็กเนี่ยครับก็มันก็ไม่เต็มที่เท่าไหร่แล้วก็บางครั้งเราก็ไปช้าด้วยอะไรด้วยเราก็ซ้อมข้างนอกก็เหตุการณ์โดนไล่บ้างโดนนั่นโดนนี่บ้างนี่ครับมันไม่เป็นยิมของตัวเองตอนนี้มันก็รู้สึกสบายขึ้นครับก็เราจะซ้อมทุกเวลาก็ได้เนี่ย
Well, I think it's just better in terms of training because I just live here, so I can train whenever I want. I can train like round the clock if I want to, and I just feel like it just make my training better because last time I trained at Muay Thai Academy, and it's like it's not my gym, so sometimes I just have to follow the schedule and stuff. But this time it's just more comfortable.
Have you had other big name fighters already message you and want to come and train at the gym? We've seen Superbond's gym is becoming quite the place for everyone to hang out now. Is your gym going to be soon be full of some of One Championship's biggest stars? Is that the plan?
เห็นค่ายซูเปอร์บอลน่ะเขาก็มีเหมือนแบบคนดังๆไปซ้อมเยอะเลยเรามีคนดังแบบแวะเวียนมาหาบ้างเลยยังจะเป็นแบบค่ายเขาบ้างไหมคะ
ครับผมตอนนี้จริงๆต้องยอมรับค่ายพี่บอลครับส่วนตัวผมแค่ค่ายพี่บอลน่ะดีมากนะดีมากเลยอ่ะผมก็พยายามจะทำให้ได้เหมือนพี่เขาแหละสำหรับค่ายของผมอ่ะมันยังไม่เสร็จ100%ครับ ตัวผมเองทำเพื่อให้ตัวเองมีที่ซ้อมกับน้องๆแค่นั้นเองครับยังไม่ได้เปิดแบบเป็นทางการที่ว่ามีนักเรียนมาเรียนอะไรเงี้ยครับก็มีแวะมาเรียนบ้างอะไรบ้างเนี่ยนิดหน่อยๆครับเพราะว่ายังไม่เป็นทางการเงี้ยครับ
นักเรียนเป็นพนักงานวัด
มีมาพี่มีมา
Yeah, so there are a few students already. Like last time we had Johan Casali just kind of like show up a little bit. And I think the Super One gym is really great. It's such an amazing gym, and I really want, one day to reach that level. But right now my gym is not 100% finished, and I'm just making my gym to be like only my own training camp for now. So that's my main goal right now. It's
And
not
did Superlek speak to Superbon before he made this decision to get his gym, and did he seek advice from some of the other guys who have their own gyms?
ได้แบบเหมือนได้คุยกับพี่ซูเปอร์บอลบ้างไหมคะตอนก่อนที่จะเปิดยิมเพราะว่าพี่ซูเปอร์บอลเขาก็เพิ่งเปิดไม่นานเนาะ
มันเสียงขาดพี่อะไรนะครับ
ได้คุยกับพี่ซูเปอร์บอลบ้างไหมตอนก่อนที่จะเปิดยิมเพราะว่าตัวซูเปอร์บอลเองก็ยังแบบเพิ่งเปิดไม่นาน
ไม่ได้คุยครับไม่ได้คุยครับถ้าเจอกันกับพี่บอลก็มีแต่ถามแนะนำ เรื่องการชกครับมีแต่พี่บอลแนะนำเรื่องการชกครับส่วนมาก
Well, no, like I did not talk to him before opening the gym. Like every time I see Superbon, it's just more of like he would give me a lot of advices in terms of fighting.
Okay, well, I see you drinking a lot of water as well. Everyone is mentioning it in the chat. It looks like you're going to be hydrated. You're going to pass your hydration tests for this fight. No problems with the weight. Are you feeling good going into the weigh-ins this week?
แฟนๆที่เขาดูอยู่เขาเห็นเรากินน้ำเขาก็ส่งข้อความให้กำลังใจว่าผ่านแน่ๆค่าน้ำแล้วก็ เขาก็เลยถามว่าเป็นไงแบบค่าน้ำน้ำหนักเป็นไงครั้งนี้เรียบร้อย
ครับก็ตอนนี้มันเกินอยู่ประมาณโลนิดๆครับโลห้าเงี้ยโล5 ขีดประมาณ3 ปอนด์
ก็ไม่มีปัญหาเนาะเดียว
ก็ไม่น่าจะมีปัญหาครับเพราะว่ามันก็ปกติ
Right now I'm like 1.5 kilo over, so around 3 pounds, which is in a normal range. Don't think there would be any problem.
เงียบๆก่อนบอกน้อง
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, there's some other fans in the chat here. They want to know. Obviously, we don't want to look past this week's fight, but you do have another fight booked, Superlek, against Jonathan Haggerty. That is at bantamweight. That is in Denver. What is the plan? Are you going to be putting on weight after this fight? Do you think you have enough time to add on the extra weight and to bulk up for Denver against Haggerty?
คนดูเขาอยากรู้ว่าพอจบไฟนี้ไปเราก็ต้องไปเจอแฮกเกอร์ตี้ถูกไหมแล้วก็เหมือนประมาณแบบ2 เดือนเนาะก็เวลาไม่นานเท่าไหร่แล้วเรามีแพลนยังไงที่จะทำเวทขึ้นไปแบบแบนตัมเวทแบบเวลาพอหรือเปล่าอะไรเงี้ย
ครับก็อันนี้ก็คิดว่าน่าจะพอครับเพราะว่าหลังจากชกเสร็จก็มีแพลนเลยคือจะไปเก็บตัวอยู่กับเพื่อนครับอยู่กับเพชรนมรุ้งอยู่ที่แคนาดาช่วงประมาณ1 เดือน1 ถึง 1 เดือน1 เดือนครึ่งอาจจะถึง1 เดือนครึ่งก็มีแพลนที่จะไปเก็บตัวอยู่นั่นนะครับไอเรื่องน้ำหนักนี่ไม่มีปัญหาแน่นอนครับไอการปล่อยเวทไปทำน้ำหนักไปเพราะว่าอย่างผมชกเสร็จในรุ่นฟลายเวทเนี่ยไม่เกิน1 อาทิตย์ครับน้ำหนักผมเต็มที่แน่นอนน้ำหนักผมกลับมาเต็มระบบเนี่ยครับ
Well, I don't think making weight would be any problem. So right after this fight, I would just starting to make my way to become bantamweight. And around a month or a month and a half before, I will fly to Canada to train with Pet Panomrung. And I have all the plan laid out for this, so there should be no problem.
Okay, and another question in our chat from Anonymous is asking a serious question for you. If you beat Haggerty, do you think you might stay at bantamweight and leave the flyweight division? And then second part of that question, what do you think about fighting Nico Carrillo potentially?
คำถามต่อไปมี2 อันก็คือแฟนๆเขาอยากรู้ว่าถ้าเกิดว่าชนะแฮกเกอร์ตี้ได้ใช่ไหมเราจะอยู่แบนตัมเวทไปตลอดเลยหรือเปล่าแล้วก็แบบไม่กลับมาไฟเวทละแล้วก็อีกคำถามนึงคือคิดยังไงกับนิโคลคาริโล
มันสะดุดอะพี่เอาใหม่
อ้าวเหรอคำถามแรกถ้าเกิดว่าชนะแฮกเกอร์ตี้ได้อ่ะจะอยู่ที่แบนตัมเวทตลอดไปเลยไหมคือไม่อยู่ไฟลายเวทแล้ว
ครับ ก็ถ้าได้แชมป์ถ้าชนะในรุ่นแบนตัมเวทก็ยังอยากต่อยที่รุ่นไฟเวทอยู่นะยังอยากต่อยที่61อยู่ยังอยากต่อยที่61 65อย่างเงี้ยก็ยังอยากต่อยอยู่ครับ
แล้วก็คิดยังไงกับนิโคลคาเรโล
ก็จริงๆแล้วก็เหมือนผมเคยพูดไปตลอดครับการเป็นแชมป์อ่ะยังไงก็ต้องรักษาแชมป์ไม่ว่าใครก็อยากได้ครับตัวผมเองก็สนใจครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นนิโคเองถ้าผมเป็นแชมป์ในวันนั้นไม่ว่าจะเป็นนิโคเองผมก็อยากชก
well about being in bantamweight well if I beat Haggerty I would switch between bantamweight and flyweight so I would still want to be in flyweight division of course and Nico Carrillo of course I would want to fight him because if I become the champion of course everyone would want a belt and the champ has to be ready to fight anyone
All right, that sounds good to me. A couple other questions quickly from the fans here. I just want to ask the story of the fight is asking so after your weigh-in this week and after the fight, what are you going to have to eat? What is your favorite post-weigh-in meal and favorite post-fight meal?
แฟนๆอยากรู้ว่าพอเวลาเราแบบชั่งน้ำหนักเสร็จแล้วอ่ะชอบกินอะไรแล้วก็พอต่อยเสร็จแล้วอ่ะชอบไปกินอะไรมากที่สุด
ก็ส่วนมากก็จะกินข้าวครับกินข้าวกินเยอะด้วยเวลาใช่ครับเวลาช่างเสร็จอะไรเงี้ยก็มีพวกต้มยำพวกลาบอะไรเงี้ยผัดผัดคะน้าอะไรเงี้ยครับปกติอาหารอีสานเนี่ยนะครับ
well, mostly just Thai food and also the northeastern food so like tom yum and stir fry kale Thai style and lab and all the other food and a lot of carb a lot of rice I love that
I love all that stuff too. And our MT wanted to know when you're not training, what are your hobbies when you're not fighting? What else does Superlek like to do?
I can't even answer this question. I feel like the whole industry can answer this question. เขาบอกว่าเวลาที่ไม่ต่อยมวยชอบไปทำอะไร ฉันตอบเองก็ได้อันเนี้ย
ใช่พี่ตอบไปเลยครับเวลาที่ต่อยมวยไม่ได้ทำอะไรหรอก
It's football, isn't it?
Playing soccer, playing football, of course.
Yeah, I think I
He's
knew the
even
answer.
wearing football jersey right now.
Yeah, which jersey is that Superlek's wearing?
I think it's his own jersey. อันนี้เสื้อทีมตัวเองเหรอ
ใช่ครับอันนี้เสื้อทีมของตัวเองที่ส่งที่เตะเองครับ
Yeah, it's his own team.
Oh, I didn't know he had his own team. Right.
Yeah, he
Excellent.
has his own team.
Okay. I'm sure they're very good. All right, I've got to ask you. You did say to the Thai media at your gym you're expecting a very tough fight from Kong Torani, and a lot of people may be saying it's an easy fight for you, but you're not going to look past this guy. So you know, in your mind, where does he rank in terms of some of the toughest opponents that you've faced? Is he tougher than Takeru?
ก็มีแบบแฟนๆเขาก็รู้สึกว่าเหมือนแบบกล้องธรณีเขาเป็นรองเราเยอะใช่ไหมเราแบบคือเขาก็วิพากษ์วิจารณ์มาว่าไฟนี้เราน่าจะผ่านไปง่ายๆเราคิดอย่างนั้นเหมือนกันไหมคิดว่าจริงๆแล้วมันผ่านง่ายไหมแล้วก็ถ้าเกิดว่าแบบในใจเราเรามองว่ากล้องธรณีอยู่ระดับไหน
สำหรับผมก็บอกมันไม่ง่ายหรอกครับเพราะว่าหนึ่งเลยคือเหมือนกับเราชกในรูปแบบไทยชกไทยเงี้ยเขารู้สไตล์การชกเราอยู่แล้วอะไรเงี้ยครับผมคิดว่าไม่ใช่งานง่ายนะสำหรับตัวผมคิดว่าไม่ใช่ง่ายถ้าแบบเปรียบเทียบระดับไหนพูดถึงกล้องธรณีถ้าในรูปแบบมวยไทยเขาก็เกรดB เกรด B เกรด A เลยนะพูดถึงเขาก็ระดับนั้นเลยนะ AB เลยนะ
จะยากเท่าทาเครุไหม
คิดว่าจะยากเท่าทาเครุไหมมันคนละสไตล์กันครับมันคนละสไตล์กันผมเหมือนที่ผมบอกผมชอบแก้เกมบนเวทีผมก็ไม่รู้ในวันนั้นว่ากล้องธรณีจะมาในรูปแบบไหนว่าจะเดินใส่หรือว่าจะตั้งรับอะไรเงี้ยครับผมคิดว่าต้องรอดูบนเวทีดีกว่าเนี่ย
Well, I don't think it's easy as everyone is saying because first of all, it's very important to keep in mind that when a Thai athlete fight a Thai athlete, they would know their styles. Like I would know his style, he would know my style. So like it's different when you fight a foreign athlete. It's totally different style. And I feel like Kong Turney in terms of Muay Thai, he's like grade A or B athlete. He's very good. He's not easy, of course. And comparing to Takeru, that's a bit can't really compare because it's different style and different rules as well.
Okay. Well, that's perfect. Actually, the next question I wanted to ask, Muay Thai one day here was asking, if you do stay at bantamweight, it's likely Superlek is going to have to fight some of his fellow Thais like Nongo and Superlek. If that happens, what are your opinions and feelings on fighting those guys? Will it be tough for you to have to fight more of your countrymen, or is it something you're prepared for?
ก็มีแฟนคนนึงเขาถามว่าแบบถ้าเกิดว่าเราอยู่แบนตัมเวทต่อไปใช่ไหมมันก็จะมีคนไทยอีกหลายคนเลยมีน้องโอมีเสือแบล็กอะไรอย่างเงี้ยมันแบบคือหลายๆคนอ่ะเขาจะพูดว่าเขาแบบอยากแบบไม่อยากให้แบบคนไทยเจอกันอะไรอย่างเงี้ยอันเนี้ยเราคิดว่าไงเราจะโอเคกับการเจอเขาไหมหรือว่าแบบเรารู้สึกยังไงบ้าง
ครับก็จริงๆมันก็ยากเลยนะที่ว่าจริงๆผมก็ไม่อยากเจอหรอกครับคนไทยด้วยกันเองผมก็อยากชกกับพวกคนอื่นมากกว่าอะไรเงี้ยถ้าเป็นไปได้นะถ้าเป็นได้ก็อยากชกกับต่างชาติมากกว่า
แต่ว่าถ้าต้องเจอมันก็ต้องเจอใช่ไหม
ใช่ครับถ้าต้องเจอยังไงมันก็ต้องชกไงครับถ้าต้องเจอยังไงก็ต้องชก
Yeah. Well, of course, if I can choose, I wouldn't want to face them because we're familiar with each other, and if I can choose, I wouldn't want to. But if it's really inevitable, of course, how could I say no then?
Well, we'll see how that all unfolds. We're going to have to let Superlek go in a couple minutes, so I'll just ask this one story of the fight. Who do you have, Rodtang or Takeru? It looks like those guys are going to be fighting soon. You've just fought both of them. Who do you think wins that fight, Superlek?
อยากถามความเห็นระหว่างรถถังกับทาเครุหน่อยถ้าเขาเจอกันจะเป็นยังไง
คู่นี้ถ้าเจอกันสนุกมากแล้วผมก็อยากดูมากเพราะว่าทาเครุเองก็มีความทนทานแล้วก็เป็นมวยสไตล์ไฟเตอร์เช่นเดียวกันกับรถถังเองก็เป็นมวยสไตล์ไฟเตอร์แล้วก็ทนทานเงี้ยแล้วออกอาวุธได้ตลอดมีจังหวะผ่อนจังหวะเร่งคู่นี้สไตล์คล้ายๆกันมากแล้วมันแบบมันน่าดูคู่นี้มันน่าดูมากเลยผมก็อยากดูคู่นี้
Yeah, it's one of it would be a very fun fight, and I am actually very looking forward to it if they fight, wherever I will be at that stadium. And I think they have very similar style, and it would be a very fun, exciting fight. I really would love to see it.
Okay. I've got to ask you one more question, football related question, so I think you like it. Who's going to win the Euro 2024, the international European Championships?
ขอถามคำถามฟุตบอลหน่อยใครจะชนะบอลยูโร
โอ้โหมองยากนะผมก็ยังแบบยังไม่รู้ว่าใครครับแต่ว่าถ้าผมเชียร์ตอนนี้ผมก็ฟอร์มไม่ดีเงี้ยผมก็อยากให้อังกฤษได้ผมก็เชียร์อังกฤษปีนี้แต่ว่าก็ฟอร์มก็ไม่ดีเลย ดุมๆดอนๆไม่รู้จะเข้ารอบไม่เข้ารอบ
Well, he said I don't know for sure yet, but if you're asking me who am I supporting personally, it would be England. Although although their performance is not very good right now, and I hope they can make it.
I hope so too, but I think hopes are different from reality. And this is another. I actually like this one from Chester. Superlek, if you have a dream football team made up of fighters, who is your five-a-side football team? So you can pick 5 fighters to be on your team. Who is your team?
5 fighters.
Yeah, to be on his dream football team.
โอเคคำถามแฟนคลับบอกว่าถ้าเกิดว่าเราฟอร์มทีมฟุตบอลแล้วเอานักมวยมาเป็นแบบมาแข่งเนี่ยจะมีใครมั่งในนั้น
ถ้าเป็นทีมนักมวยอย่างนี้เหรอ
ใช่
ผมก็เยอะนะพวกนักมวยเล่นบอลดีหลายคนมากอะนะนักมวยครับพวกรถถังเองพี่ซุปเปอร์บอลพี่น้องโอเองเงี้ยพวกหลายคนนะครับพวกพี่แสนชัยพี่บัวขาว แล้วก็พวกพี่ชนะจน
เอา
โอ้
ค
เย
น
อะเย
ที่
อะเย
เรา
อะ
จะเอามาเป็นอยู่ในทีมเราอะ
นั่นเลยครับ พวก
อ๋อ
นี่แหละครับ ได้หมดเลยครับ พวกที่มาอยู่ในทีมก็มีนี่แหละครับเอ่อพวกรถถังพวกพี่น้องโอเงี้ยครับ พี่บัวขาวพี่แสนชัยพี่ซุปเปอร์บอลโอ้หลายคนนะครับ ในนักมวยครับมันเยอะอยู่นะพวกพี่ชนะจนอะไรเงี้ยที่เขายังชกในรายการวันนี่ก็หลายคนครับ
Okay. So there would be, I guess you got some names already. There would be Rotang, Superbon, Nong O, Bokao, Sanchai, and Chanachon PK Sanchai. He's one Lumpinee athlete.
Okay, it
That
sounds
would
like a
be
good team. All right, I gotta get him out of here because Tyson Harrison is waiting. So sorry to cut it short, guys. Superlek, final message to everyone. What can they expect on Friday when you get in the ring with Kong Torani?
อันนี้สุดท้ายละก็เดี๋ยวอยากให้มีอยากถามว่ามีเหมือนแบบข้อความอะไรฝากถึงแฟนๆหรือว่าฝากถึงกองธรณีไหมคะ
ครับ ก็ตัวผมก็อยากให้ทุกคนเชียร์และให้กำลังใจนักกีฬาไทยครับ นักกีฬาทุกคนส่วนผมกับก้องธรณี ผมก็อยากให้เชียร์ทั้งคู่ครับ ผมก็เต็มที่อยู่แล้วครับ ผมก็อยากให้ก้องธรณีเต็มที่เหมือนกันครับ แล้วก็ไม่ใช่แค่เต็มที่กับไฟท์ที่ชกกับผมครับอยากให้เต็มที่ทุกไฟท์ครับที่ก้องธรณีจะชกครับ
Well, I just hope that everyone would, just tune in, come to the stadium or turn on the TV to support not only me, but all the athletes. And also I want Kong Turney to come in super ready, not only for me, but also like every other fights that he would have to fight. I want him to like be super prepared.
All right, thank you so much, Superlek. Can't wait to
ขอบ
see
คุณ
this
ครั
fight.
บ
Thank you,
ขอบคุณ
Fi, for
ครับ
translating as well. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday.
Yep,
Both of you,
thank
actually.
you.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
ขอบ
that
คุณ
was
ครับ
Superlek.
ขอบ
ข
คุ
อบ
ณ
คุณ
ค่ะ
ครับพี่ขอบคุณครับ
ครับแล้วกดออกได้เลยครับ
ครั
ตร
บ
งกลางกัน
Okay,
ค่ะ
we'll get them both out. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Fi, again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, bye. See you.
See you. All right. I'm bringing Tyson straight in. Yeah, we're
Oh,
rolling.
mate.
straight- Sorry to keep you waiting there. Yeah, we
No
had
worries at all.
Superlek on the line. So,
Yeah.
how are you doing? Yeah, what's
Yeah,
going
good,
on?
man. No, very good. A lot better now that I've got a fight, I didn't
Yeah.
really have a purpose for a while there, but I feel pretty good now. Yeah.
Well, it's been a while. I think the last fight you had was on that man's card, Superlek and Rodtang, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
September, right? Last year. So,
Yeah,
long time.
Hey, man. Yeah. A long
Yeah,
time.
you're finally back. You'll be one Friday fights 68 against Sid Muan. It's going to be a good fight. How are you feeling going into it? You ready?
Yeah, I feel so good. I just got shivers thinking about it. I'm really ready, man. I put in the work, and it was a little bit of a longer camp because they, pushed it back a bit. But look, it's this Friday. Couldn't come any quicker now. It's just, a few more sleeps, and I'll be doing what I do best, and just get it just want to get it done, just get it done, get back in there, and do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it's been kind of stop-start for you, hasn't it? In one Lumpinee, you had that incredible opening fight with Sexan. You went toe-to-toe with him, and then you beat Rambo, lost to Ponksiri, got another win, another loss. It's kind of, do you feel like you really need to get some momentum going, a couple of wins, get a streak going?
For sure. Yeah, I need to just, for sure, I want to get some momentum and just get a few fights and just build my way up, for sure.
Talk me through the last, 9 months then, while you've been waiting out. How much have you been able to level up?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, after the fight, like the first 3 months or so, because my hand broke my hand in that fight also, so it's been that's why it's been so long since I've been back in there. So my hand's just been recovering, and sort of just with how it all went down that last fight, it's sort of pretty roughed up my mind, So I was just sort of on a self-destruct mode, and just wasn't doing the best, mentally. So I was just being pretty bad, drinking a lot of alcohol and that. But now I'm just, I feel just was pretty bad for a while there. Then I locked in, realized that I'm got to get my shit sorted to get back on there, and then got back to training, and yeah, so it's really been. Nothing really crazy's been happening. Just yeah, I went to school for a bit there, actually, Thai school for a little bit, but that's about it, really, man. Nothing crazy. Just doing the same thing, training here and out in the sticks.
Yeah, I think I saw you in, maybe was it February, when
Yeah,
Daniel Williams fought. Yeah, we were at the hotel, and you were able to laugh about it then, about what happened in the fight with
a bit of a
who left
shitty one.
arm. Yeah, but I mean, was that something difficult to deal with in the immediate aftermath? With everything that happened, on TV. I'm sure it was not ideal, is it? But you seem to be able to laugh about it now.
Yeah, look, the media thing, wasn't it? I didn't really care at all what anyone has to say about anything. I don't give. The only thing that sort of, I just wanted people to know that there's no, like, because I got messages pretty crazy straight after the fight. Just people would have put a lot of money on me, and seeing that, they've just been like, "You're weak. You got no heart. You run away," because they just see on the TV me just jump out the ring and run away. I'm like, Buzz, like I know for a fact, like, I've got one of the biggest hearts in the game, and I know how much heart means to me, and I would never give up. Yeah, and I remember him thinking in the fight, like, I'm giving him my chin, and I'm like, to myself in my head, if I wanted to, I could just drop, because I know what I've done, and I'm just thinking, nah, this is not going to happen, right? I giving him my chin, and I'm like, all right, Tyson, it's going to be all good. It's going to be over soon. He's going to knock you out soon, like, it's going to be over. And I just remember just like, all right, but I just kept eating the punches, taking them, and then the ref came into the corner and just told me, what was going on. And then I've realized, obviously, already, but I'm like, what do I do in this situation? I'm just going to keep fighting no matter what. But it was just, yeah, legitimate shit show. Let's say that.
Yeah, Anonymous here asks you, did you really shit yourself in that fight?
Yeah.
I'll let you tell the story in your own words. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I may as well just say the whole thing then. Like, I mean, I think it just had a lot to do with just the shit I was eating in the fight, before the fight, after I weighed in. And yeah, I just remember before I was walking out, I just had a bit of a crook guts, like my stomach felt a bit weird, I felt completely ready no matter what to fight. But as soon as I got in there, I remember jumping over the ropes, and I've just gone. And I'm like, oh. So even before the fight, it wasn't even anything to do, like, I reckon. And then it didn't help, I suppose, him punching me in the guts and whatnot. But I was already, like, the deed already happened before I even jumped in the ring. And then I'm just like, well, what do I do here? I'm just sort of like, and then your mind's already out of it, and I already know what's going on. And I'm looking on the ground, and I'm seeing blood everywhere, and I'm thinking, is this me? And I'm like looking, and I'm just thinking, imagine how bad this looks from behind. Like, what does this look like on the biggest show that one's ever put on for all these viewers everywhere around the world? And I've done this, and I'm just thinking about this, and I'm just like, no way is this happening to me, because I've always prepared for a fight, just saying, right, Tyson, like, think about it. What's the worst that can happen? And I've always thought, okay, the worst that can happen is me just getting flatline knocked out. And I'm like, sweet. I'll just say I'm going on Instagram and be like, yeah, I just got knocked the fuck out. That's all right. But then I go into this fight, and then that happens. How do you prepare yourself for that, bro?
I can't imagine it. Yes, but and also, yeah, your face as well was very. Yeah, when I saw you backstage, it was like the Elephant Man, right? Half of your face had gone.
Yeah,
was it a broken jaw or something?
No, it wasn't. Nothing broken. The media tried to say some stuff saying I had a broken jaw and whatnot. I had my hand was like what's it called? It was out of socket, and because of what happened, I was just in a bit of a bad headspace. Should have went to hospital. I probably wouldn't have had to have that time off if I just went to hospital and they put it back into place. I would have been all right. But me being me, I flew to Phuket and went just on 2 weeks, just absolutely ripped myself off. I'm riding jet skis with one hand. I'm just being a menace. And then I try to go, I'm like, right, I should probably go to hospital now. I went to hospital, and then two nurses, poor girls, just trying to pull my thumb in, and they can't put it into place. And I'm just there laughing like, oh, look at this. And they go, look, man, we need to give you surgery. So then, luckily one helped me out with all that, and they took care of it. And then Fairtex my sponsor, they really took care of me doing stem cell treatment, and I went and did that. And but that helped the healing process. But yeah, it was just a big full-on thing to actually go through. And like I said before, you sort of, what's the worst that can happen? You prepare yourself for the worst. And I always thought before that situation that it was just me getting knocked out. And like, I wasn't, like, that's nothing. I could get knocked out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was pretty full on. But when people try to tell me that I had no heart and I gave up, that's not in me to do that. So it was just a bit sad. I wanted people to know for a fact, like, nah, like, I'm telling you what really happened. Like, you better know this, because like, what would you do in this situation? You think you like, even my trainer was like confused, like, why? You're not hurt. Why don't you just keep fighting? I'm thinking in my head, how bad does this look? Like, is there shit running down my leg? I don't know, man. Like, yeah, but anyway, what can you do? Just laugh about it now. Back in the ring this Friday, so keen to just get back in there, redeem myself.
As Family S, my friend Grant, he was there at the stadium. As he's quoting Haggerty, who says, "Minor setbacks, major comebacks. I have great respect and faith in Tyson. Let's go." Exactly. And what story to fight us? What made the change mentally for you to be able to get back locked in?
What changed? It was me just being, honestly, because I didn't have my purpose to train and fight anymore. So what am I doing? So I'm just like, just pick up the drink, and I was drinking beers a lot, just being a bit of a menace. And then just realized that, like, it just can't be that, like that. And I think that sort of just changed, changed my mentality to, even though I still wasn't able to fight in another 6 months, I still need to think about, okay, well, what can make it go quicker? And being healthy can really help that, and go get the treatment I need done. So I went and got the stem cells. I went and did everything I'm supposed to do just to speed up the process. I went and did therapy with my, like, did the stuff properly to, take care of my body. And, but yeah, that's about it.
All right. Ego Kind asks, how much has Sanctinoy influenced you, not only as a fighter, but as a person?
Wow. Yeah, he's really, really, really influenced me, man. Like, before his passing, it was mostly the fact of, like, having, like, that family, just, and, knowing what he has done. It was just like taking advice from just someone that's just so, like, above you. It's such a legend, golden era legend, that you just, like, it was just, yeah, it was crazy, and then after his passing, I feel like, because of how close I was with him and how much I knew that he loved me and, like, really wanted me to be the best and believed in me and threw me in situations where no one else really thought I could do well in. And I feel like me knowing that is what's really pushed me to just keep going in his name.
And Ego Kind also asks, who was the bigger influence, John Wayne Parr or Sanctin?
Definitely Sanctinoy, Pitu, we call him, just because I live with him. But John Wayne Parr is definitely a massive influence for me.
Yeah, your nickname is John Wayne Noy, is that right?
Yeah, but that was given to me by Pitu, Sanctinoy. So, yeah, so there you go, man. Yeah.
Yeah, do love JWP. Do you speak to him still? Do you pick his brains a lot?
Yeah, I'm in contact with him a little bit here and there. Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna check some of these other questions. What have you blacklisted now?
What?
Sorry.
You got any crazy ones in there?
Oh yeah. What are you not going to eat now? So you don't shit yourself again.
Oh yeah, no milk, mate. No milk, because I think I smashed like 2 liters of milk after my weigh-in, so it probably was it, to be honest.
What, just from 7-Eleven?
No, just like having cereal. I just love cereal, so I reckon I ate a lot of cereal, and I just ate a lot of just shit. I don't know. I'm just going to be a lot more careful. So I suppose that's what it will be,
All right. More from Ego Kind. Who can be Kunsi Klek in traditional 5-round Muay Thai?
What was shit? I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't really watch fights, if I'm honest.
Oh really? Nothing outside your own?
Yeah, it's crazy. People find it pretty crazy, but it's just no disrespect at all, but it's just I sort of only support people that are in my circle, and honestly.
All right. Tetsuya wants you to give me a live show of your new Thai rap track. I don't know what this is about. What is this? Is this on social media?
On my Instagram, I've just put this video of me counting in Thai. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it just went viral. It's got like 100,000 likes now.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw something. Yeah, I was looking at your page earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny. It's at like 1.5 million views or something.
I like that. Cereal is good all day, says Sean. Cereal tier list. What's the best cereal?
Yeah, well, I haven't really tried it. Like all of the cereals are mostly American, aren't they? And I haven't tried any really American cereals. But in Australia, we have Cocoa Pops Chex. It's called. You get them in Thailand as well. And I eat a lot of that. Nutri-Grain, Wheat Bix, or Aussie. But yeah, I smash all that.
Have you ever had an English Weetabix compared to Australian Weet-Bix?
No, I haven't.
I have to say,
better.
They're different. I prefer the English ones. I'm sure you prefer the Australian ones, but you have to try it. But in Thailand, they do the Australian version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having that when I was over there. Let's talk about the fight slightly. Or do you want to talk about cereal? I don't know. Let us know what you want, people. Yeah, I mean, what do you expected from your opponent then on Friday? Talk us through what are you prepared for?
Yeah, no, I'm prepared for a hard fight, man. I mean, he's sort of his comeback sort of thing as well. I think he had a bit of time off as well. I don't really know much about him, if I am honest. No disrespect at all, but yeah, I'm ready to just give it my all, and I'm just ready to fight, man. I'm not really here to think about much of it. I just get in there and do what I'm supposed to do. Just obviously he's a southpaw, so just be wary of, simplicity of just the left hand, left elbow, left kick, and I'm going to be sweet.
So there's no cereal before the fight, but maybe after if you beat this guy.
Oh yeah, when I do, yeah, for sure. I'll be having all of the exotic cereals, mate. Maybe just no lactose milk or whatever it's called, almond milk or something.
Okay. Like 350,000 baht worth of cereal if you get a bonus.
We can do that. We can do that for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, I remember when you had that fight with Sexan, and then you came back and you won, and you seemed like really dialed in that you were one more win could get you, a contract. Is that something you've had to push to the back of your mind now? You're not focusing on going up to the main roster. It's more, I've got to figure out my stuff here, right?
Man, if I'm honest, I don't even think about it. I'm just there, just fighting. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I know for a fact, I've talked to Chatri in messages. I mean, like he and they all love me, as in I put on a show, and that's what one wants. And I just know if I just keep doing what I'm supposed to do, I don't need to push anything. I don't need to try to where's my contract? Rah, rah, rah. I just do what I'm supposed to do. And when I deserve it, I'm going to get it. Whether or not it's after this fight, the next one after that, I don't mind, man. But I just know that I'm ready to fight whenever. They know that also, but they also got to pick the right time to give it to me, because they can't it's a bit unfair, I know how it works, with all the stuff. So I don't think about it. I'm here just fighting, doing what I'm supposed to do. And when it happens, it'll happen. Yeah.
Seems people still want to talk about food, though. They're asking me, what's the favorite post-fight meal? If it's not cereal, then what are you going to have after?
Right. Mate, Aussie steak. That's the one. Just a nice steak, medium rare. A lot of butter. I like to cook that myself. A lot of butter and just, mashed potato, veggies. Love a steak. That's my favorite meal for sure.
So you're going to source that from the local supermarket or what?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Tesco's got the Aussie, but with this bonus, I'll be getting tomahawk. So we'll see what happens here. We'll go to some exotic buddy butcher, and I'll get them to cut it straight off the cow for me. I want to see them kill it right in front of me, get a nice bit of meat, and then let's go for it.
That sounds perfect. I agree. All right. Well, we've had you for 15 minutes. Don't want to keep you too long. I guess I'll see you on Friday. Yeah, you're all dialed in, right? What is the most annoying thing now about this week? Is it all this media you got to do with idiots like me?
Nah, not really. It's more just I mean, just the waiting game. I mean, I'm on weight. I'm sweet with everything. I've just done all the hard training. It's just waiting. I just want to fight now. Like, get me in there now. So it's just the waiting game. Having to go to, like, dreading going to the hospital, do the whole day there. Just certain things like that. That's the only thing that's a little bit, but it's all part of the game. It's what I get paid to do. So I don't mind. I'm just love enjoy the ride. Also, it's not just the fight I enjoy. It's the whole thing. You got to enjoy the process. So ready to fight. And yeah, I'll see you on Friday, mate.
Superlek was before, obviously he was glugging water. It seems like he's hydrated. Are you feeling good going into these weigh-ins?
Yeah, for sure. No, I feel good. I've done it. I suppose I've been doing it a little bit differently. I don't know. I just water loaded, drink like 7 liters a day for like a week or whatever. And then just did all that. So then now that I'm cutting down, yeah, my weight just comes down and I stay hydrated. And then, yeah, I feel really good. This weight's perfect for me. I only have a couple kilos, it's chill. Easy. It's better than fighting Sexan at 63.5. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Do you prefer this over? We see a lot of catch weights, right, on one Lumpinee, but obviously this is bantamweight. Is that better for you?
Yeah, it's perfect weight for me. It's chill. I just eat clean. My body can't, with all the training I'm doing, just goes to get really lean, and then it's only like 3 kilos water weight, which is really easy.
Easy. A quick follow up about this steak. Is it grass fed beef? Asks Sean.
Yeah, mate, it's got to be the best. Best beef you can get.
Aussie beef. Are you bringing me some Vegemite? They want to know as well. From
yeah, well, I don't even have any, mate. If I can get some from Tesco, I'll bring you some Vegemite. You never had Vegemite?
Well, you have something called Marmite in the UK. I think it's similar.
You gotta try. Yeah. I can't just give you a jar of Vegemite. You gotta make a whole piece of toast because it's got to have butter on it, thick like cheese, and then a little bit of Vegemite. You can't just be all these people have for Vegemite in a spoon. They have a spoonful of Vegemite, and they're like, "Ew, this is disgusting." Yeah, no wonder why it's disgusting. I don't eat it with a spoon. Like, put it on the way I say, and it'll be good.
Well, let's try and figure it out at the hotel on Saturday, something like that.
No worries. After
All right. We'll leave you there. I know you've got your preparations to dial in. So thank you very much, Tyson Harrison, for joining me. It's a pleasure, man. Yeah. I'll see you in a few days. Good luck with everything and all the best.
No worries. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
All right. That is Tyson Harrison. He is up on Friday against Samoan. Don't miss it, guys. This one's going to be a cracker. See you later. All right. That is the interview section's done. So I'm going to hang around a little bit longer if you want me to talk about some news. We were just getting into the One Fight Night 24 news, which broke the other day. I can't remember what it was. But the big news, I guess, I think I left the studio by accident. Sorry. Pressed the wrong browser. Am I back? Forgive me. Yeah, I think I'm here. Okay. What I meant to do was share this screen, which is the One Championship website. So we already know that. There it is. Let's get organized. Yes, it was One Fight Night 23. This is the new main event, guys. Yoon is going to be fighting Alibeg Rasulov for lightweight MMA title. So Jackie Buntan is out of the fight with Anissa Mexon. No strawweight kickboxing title fight will happen. They could not find a replacement on short notice. Understandable. Not like they can call up Smiller, who obviously needs a lot of time to lose that weight, and I don't think Anissa would fight her anyway on short notice. So who else was there? No one really. So they've gone ahead and done it. What are your thoughts, everyone, on that? I'm back. Good to hear I'm back. Yeah. I accidentally pressed the wrong browser. I pressed back. Sorry. Hope those 15 seconds were not too painful for you guys. Story of the fight. Tyson is so sick, dude. Thanks for having him on. Yeah, I thought you guys would like him because I've seen in Tyson's media that he's done before, he's always quite shy. But when you speak to him in person, he's so fun, and you just saw the real personality. So I was wondering, yeah, maybe we can get him to open up, be the real Tyson. Like I said, I bumped into him when Daniel Williams fought Lito Adewang, and he's so fun. And yeah, I think you guys have all seen some of his real personality, and he's obviously a really fun fighter as well. So I think Tyson Harrison's got the whole package, definitely. On this, though, story of the fight says newcomer getting a shot instead of the boys that have been grinding. Yes, this is what I am slightly questioning. You know, O'Crayoon, fair enough, former champion, and he's coming off a win in Denver a year ago. Rasulov has a good record, undefeated, I think. But yeah, you shouldn't really walk into a promotion, get a title shot, unless you are a big effing deal, you know. And Rasulov, yeah, 13-0, fighting out of Turkey. But yeah, it just doesn't seem right to me. I'm not too clued up on these organizations he's been fighting in. It looks like regional promotions. You know, if he's coming in from Bellator, PFL, Cage Warriors, Octagon, somewhere on a huge streak. Maybe not Cage Warriors, but you know, we saw what happened with Soldic. You can come in with a huge name and you can get propelled right up to, you know, on the verge of a title shot. I wouldn't mind that if this guy is very good. Put him against the top 5 lightweight. But I think that was the plan. Look, not to dog on one's matchmakers. They put him up. They clearly think very highly of him, so they put him up against former champion Oak Rayoon. They're probably thinking if he beats Oak, then he can have a shot at the belt. Because it sounds like Christian is ready to return. Christian Lee told me as much in Bangkok a few weeks ago. And then Oak Rayoon, if he wins, fine. We do a trilogy. I'm down for that. But they've had to change plans, obviously, because of what happened with Jackie, and I don't blame them. I think it's understandable. So all I'm saying is it's just looks kind of bad on the guys like Halil Amir, who went down to featherweight because he felt he wasn't going to get fights at lightweight. Guys like Daggy, who I think is the true number 1 contender, but he's had to take grappling matches because he's not getting fights at lightweight. Guys like Sagid Azagagmayev, who ended up just leaving. He's now going to PFL, I think. It's frustrating, and those three are three very talented guys who would make any organization better, I think, in that division. Do not understand it, but in a way, happy we're having a lightweight title, and it just should have happened a long time ago, I think. Christian Lee's been out for 18 months at least, maybe more, and understandable, of course, everything that happened with his family. I just feel we could have made this lightweight belt last year. But, you know, here we are. It's fine. We move on. So that card will be... I'll be there. So like I said, I'm going on Friday for the Friday fights, and then I'm going to hang around Thailand. Maybe go check out Superlek's new gym. Who knows? But here is your card. Not sure I'm going to have time to preview the show. Maybe I'll do it on Wednesday, actually, with Kyle, yeah, because it's a bit more MMA heavy. And Mondays seems to be more of a Muay Thai thing. So, yeah, we'll preview that card on Monday. On Wednesday with Kyle. So why don't we just get down to it? One Friday Fight 68 preview. Any other news you want me to talk about, you can throw it in the chat. I'll try and think of some other tidbits. I did see, yes, Radi Opacic. I tweeted this. Has been he's going to be allowed to fight outside of one championship in Bulgaria next month. So yeah, but he's not left one. He's still with one, which is good news because I think he's very talented. A few other fights have been announced as well. Kulabdam versus Nabil, set for one Friday fight 69 the week after this one. And also Pong Siri against the Man of Steel, So Linu. This card is looking very interesting. It's stacked. I feel like some of these fights could have been on Friday fights, especially the Nabil versus Kulabdam. You got to imagine Kulabdam gets a contract finally to go back up to one championship. I don't know why he's had to hang around on Lumpinee. He was on one before. So anyway, but yes, that is some of the news tidbits that have come out this week. Other than Buntan's injury, we had the 169 Atlanta news confirmed last week. I'm just kind of scrolling through my Twitter to see what news I posted about. Rug has teased he'll be fighting again soon. I do know some details on that, but I can't say them. But it's interesting, to say the least. Not too much else happening in the way of news. It's just building back up to the big show happening this week. Rodtang will be there, by the way, guys. If you're going, make sure you get there a bit early. He'll be doing a meet and greet at the Hall of Fame at the stadium. Those are always quite fun. You can take a picture with Rodtang, get a signed placard thing. I'll try and grab him for an interview. We'll see. But we know Rodtang's a busy man. Right. Let's get back to this card. Unless you all have some comments. It doesn't look like it. Well, you do, but if you have questions, let me know. Right, here's the card. I'm looking forward to this. Let me know what you think, guys. Do you feel this card is pay-per-view worthy? Do you think it's as big as some of the last couple of Friday fights? I feel that the last three have been pretty mega. The one in March was pretty cool, obviously. You had Superon Marat title fight. You were meant to have Bella Prajanshire. That one was it April? Yeah, sorry, April. That one ended up getting called off because of what happened to John DiBella. There was a lot of good fights, and Rodtang Superlek last September. That card was insane. The one in July was great last summer. But this one, I'm slightly. I don't want to say underwhelmed. I wish it had one more title fight. Then I think it's great because you go through it. These fights aren't huge, like popping off the page in terms of star power, but some of them are. But they're all very good fights, and there are a lot of big names still, I think, which are carrying it. Tell me what your favorite fight is. I'm really looking forward to this one. Petnong against Alaverdi Ramazanov, which they actually switched from being on Fight Night 23. They moved it back a week to be on this card. I think that's probably better for both guys because fighting in the evening, I gotta imagine most people want to do that as opposed to fighting in the morning. Superlek against Cameron Nabati, also a great fight. Superlek, the man we opened the show with against Kong Torney, huge fight. Prajanshire and John DiBella, I'm really looking forward to that. John DiBella's back. Everything that happened last time, he got sick, didn't make the hydration. Fight was cancelled. The morning of, I think, was the official word. They tried to see if he could feel better in hospital after the wins, but it didn't happen. But John's looking good. He's out there training hard. He's looking shredded. Should be a great main event. Shadow against Jimmy Vienno as well. I'm really looking forward to that. Jimmy Vienno has been gone for a long time, and he tried to fight outside of one as well. But he didn't get permission. It looks like, from what I understand, and he ended up not fighting. He was booked on Ares with Anissa Mexa, not against her. They were both booked on the card. Yeah, I think a French promotion, but they did not end up doing that. He's back finally, and this is a fun matchup against Shadow, who I think Chatri seems quite high on, and the crowd do. He got did he get a double bonus? I think last time on Friday fights. Yeah, I think so. The double $10,000. So I think it was 20,000. So yeah, I think they see potentially him, and maybe they see Vienno as someone they can use to get Shadow over, with a big win. Who knows? I'm not sure how many fights Jimmy has left in his contract, or if he had to sign a new one. But it's pretty tough fight. we've seen other guys get put in that position before who have been on the outs with one. You know, like what was his name? Lee Kai Wen, who tried to leave and go to the UFC Performance Institute in Shanghai, and then they dragged him back and fed him to Fabricio Andrade. I don't know what's going on, but the Jimmy's in a similar situation. But I'm really looking forward to that fight. Pakon against Rafi Bohic should be fun as well, and Sid Moon against Tyson Harrison, who we just spoke to. Yodlek Pet against Komawat Pompet Surian Lek. I'm not too sure about some of these fights that are opening the card, and you can see that they do not even have pictures yet on one's website, which means, yes, they are making their debuts, a lot of them. So we'll see if they're any good. I have no idea. Hopefully Coach Nay wins, says Siam Muay Thai 99. My voice is starting to go again. If you follow my shows and interviews regularly, you'll know that I've been battling some respiratory issues the last month or so, and the voice tends to give up on me eventually, so I probably can't stay too long. But Chester says it's pretty good, this card. I would have liked maybe a stronger MMA fight thrown in there. Yeah, what are your thoughts on MMA on Friday fights? They obviously do it every week, but I think on these tent poles they seem to like to just make it mostly about Muay Thai. So I see why they're maybe not throwing a big MMA fight on there. And the Fight Night 23 card the week after is quite Muay Thai heavy, sorry, MMA heavy. So perhaps they were trying to make that the theme. Yeah, this one is Muay Thai, this one's MMA. Anyway, we'll preview that show, as I said, on Wednesday. Let's talk about this one for now. Is DiBella there already? Started the fight? Yeah, he's been there for a few days now. Been chatting to him and his I think it's his strength and conditioning coach, or one of his team, Justin Mancini, one of DiBella's coaches. They've been out at Super Bonds gym preparing, which looks fun. Yeah, he's looking dialed in. Go check his pictures. His body looks a lot different this time. I think he's prepared. He's also signed up with our friend of the show, Peter Miller, aka Condition Nutrition. So I would not think there'll be a repeat of his struggles to make hydration and weight last time. As long as he doesn't go drinking the water or eating the some dodgy food or any cereal with Tyson, I think John DiBella will be fine. The free opening card, Chester, should have a bit more strength to get people fired up for the pay-per-view and get them to tune in to the pay-per-view portion. I agree. So these first 4 or 5 fights, I think, are free on YouTube, Facebook, and on certain, wherever region you're in. There are different platforms as well. Is it enough to get me hyped to buy the card? I wouldn't say so. I think Tyson Harrison is on the main card, or he might be the last fight before. If he is against Saboon, that could be a good one to get people to open up their wallets and put out $25. But yes, a bit weaker than what we're used to on these cards. I'm fine with it, mostly striking, says Chester. But the MMA fights on the card are ... shrug shoulder. Yeah. I have no idea who these people are. San Langexi, yeah, I'm not going to pretend to have much information about these guys. I think it's just one MMA fight, so yeah, strawweight MMA. I have no idea. Let's see. Could be fun. That Pompet rematch will be hype, says Story of the Fight. Sorry, will hype people for the pay-per-view. Yeah, that should do the job. Mitch has the card on his Instagram that has the pay-per-view versus prelims split. He does, doesn't he? I think I put it on my Instagram. So I'm going to pimp my own Insta here, guys. If you don't follow me, please do. trying to be a bit more active on there and on Facebook and Threads now. I'm even trying, and YouTube, my own YouTube channel as well. So not this one. Go follow Nick Atkins One Championship News. Starting to put more content out on there, and the plan is I'm gonna do a show on there each week as well in the near future. So one here, one there, and then who knows, there might be another one somewhere else soon as well. Okay, I think I put the card up. No, that's the one without the pay-per-view split. All right, we'll go to bloody Mitch Chilson's channel. Damn it, Mitch. There it is. Okay, here's the split. Yeah. Okay, so like I thought, Tyson is the first fight on the main card. Yeah, but Pompet and Suryanlek and Yodlek versus Komowet are both free, and they should do a decent job of getting people hyped up. But I think, if you're a One Championship fan and a Friday Fights fan, you're going to tune in anyway, and you're going to pay your money if you'd like to pay money. I think I'm not sure how many casuals they're going to entice with this show, how many new fans they're going to create who are going to go, oh wow, like this. Yeah, that's my one issue perhaps with the card. I feel like you always need to have a big name on this, like a Super Bon or a Tawan Chai, Protang. We have a Superlek, which is good, yeah, but it's not a title fight, not a title defense. That's just and he's not. I don't think he's at the level of those guys popularity wise yet. He will be soon. But obviously, they had a bunch of them just fought 3 weeks ago. 3 of them were on. Stamp was meant to be on that card as well. So, yeah, this is a bit of the problem with One at the moment. They haven't maybe got enough big name stars to sell tickets in arenas. They're having to spread themselves a little thin. So that's the big mission for them now, I think, is to create more bankable stars who can headline pay-per-views, headline arena shows, not just a Lumpinee fight night. I'm talking people who are going to move tickets, make people pay cold hard cash. That is the real thing that will, I think, define One Championship, whether they can truly become, as they say, a co-leader or whatever, a global duopoly with the UFC. That's what they've got to do and create now. This card should be free, says RMD. I don't understand One sometimes. Well, I don't blame them, because I think you have to eventually try and monetize your product, and they've been giving away the show for free most of the year, for a year and a half now. I don't blame them asking me to open my wallet. I mean, I don't have to pay; I'll be there anyway. But as I'm a fan, I don't mind shelling out a little bit of money here and there for a product. If I'm really into it, I think it's how fans should think, and it's the only way One's going to survive and thrive. If you have to monetize your operation, you cannot just keep giving away things for free. They've been giving away things for free for 10, 11 years. Now they're in the phase of turning on the money machine. It's going to happen eventually, and I hope it goes well for them. Grant has an extra ticket, so if anyone needs a ticket, speak to Grant. I can put you in touch with him. He's in Hong Kong, so message me if you need one. I know someone asked me for 11 tickets the other day. I said, 11? Who are you bringing? Like Ocean's 11 or something? George Clooney coming with you? Yeah. You cannot get 11 free tickets for One Championship anymore. I think people still think it's like the old days where you can. But you saw like last couple of weeks ago, 167. Is that it? Yeah. In Impact Arena was full. People were asking me for tickets then. I was like, it's sold out. I can't get you one. So if you want to go to a show, the surest fire way of doing it now is buying a ticket. not waiting till a week before and seeing if there's something available and turning up in Bangkok. Yeah, it's really this is a good thing and a bad thing, isn't it? Oof, they can take my money, says RMT, but put up a better card. I paid for every pay-per-view so far. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's okay to question the quality of the card. Yeah, I wouldn't, if I'm a fan, like I was saying earlier, it's slightly just maybe missing one more title fight for me. I would have liked to have seen something above Bella and Prajan Shai or below it, but above Superlek. Or you make Superlek Kong Torney a interim title fight. I floated that idea as well before on the show. That would be really interesting to me. But then I guess they possibly kind of forcing themselves into a corner with that and having to have Rodtang fight the winner, and they may not be too keen on having Rodtang fight Superlek again or Kong Torney for now anyway. Especially if he's not going to train properly, as he's alluded to before. Ru, Kia, and Po in under negotiations with One, and other stars have expressed interest in joining One, like Toki, Tamaru, Yuki Yoza, and the Osaki brothers. Is under negotiation with One? Yeah, I think so. That makes more sense. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, well, obviously One's trying to snap up a lot of Japanese talent. Yuki Yoza wants to go to One. That would be awesome, says Story of the Fight. It's becoming a big market now for One. We know that. I'm just happy One isn't annoying us, Sixpool says, with non-stop ads like the UFC. UFC has at least 5 different ad labels visible in every moment, in addition advertising verbally and with clips too. Sixpool, I see where you're coming from, but One Championship would, I believe, absolutely love to have 5 different ad labels visible every moment, because do you know what that means? That means money. That means big revenue coming in for every show. That is where they want to be, and I don't blame the UFC for doing that. Yes, the verbal ads. I think when John Anik will shill Modelo or whatever, it's funny, but it can be a little bit annoying. And the clips, but in terms of like ring canvas adverts, that is totally something One Championship needs more of, and starting to get there. I think Monster came on as a sponsor. That's a good sign. I think they have sponsors in Thailand, but elsewhere, and they have Rakuten in Japan is another good sponsor. So getting there slowly. Yeah, but that is a good thing. If you're One, yes, as RMT says, One would have non-stop ads if they could. Story of the fight. UFC doesn't even have show walkouts or corners in between rounds. Super annoying as a viewer in the States when you're watching on ESPN Plus and they play the same 3 ads all night. To be fair, guys, I don't even watch UFC anymore. When I do, I'll watch the pay-per-views if it's a good one. I'll go to a place here in Hong Kong called the Globe, and I'll have a pie. They're famous for their pies, and they have a big projector screen with some leather sofas. There's a lot of people who are there, the same people. I don't really know half their names, but I see them all the time. And I'll watch the UFC, but we watch, I think the stream we get is BT Sport, which is the UK, or TNT Sports as it's now known. And I don't think we're not inundated with all these ads like you guys seem to be. So I understand your frustration, yeah. But that is the UFC. They turned me off a long time ago just by putting on fights that I didn't find interesting anymore. I feel like UFC purposely weakened its talent pool so they can pay less to fighters. And yeah, those fight night cards they do, just find them a bit unwatchable now. There's still some good stuff on there, but I'm also very busy covering the circus we know as One Championship. So I don't have too much time, but I keep abreast of the situation. Grant is a huge BKFC fan. That promotion is growing. Bare knuckle, yeah, I see more and more of it. The Globe is an awesome spot. It is. It is. Pies 100. Tetsuya likes one's walkouts for the big show. Gives WWE vibes, in my opinion. Yes, I love when they have a big stage and they have all the production. No one does it better. I really think when one does a big arena, it's awesome. It's an awesome experience live. I can't imagine what it looks like on TV because I haven't really experienced that in a long time. It's weird. Yeah, because ever since I started covering them, they used to go to stadiums all the time. There was no Lumpinee. They would go to the big arenas, and then in the pandemic, it was just Singapore indoor stadium pretty much over and over again, empty. I was watching at home, but once they started opening up, I've been at every show almost with fans, every big stadium show. So I'm not sure how it comes across on TV, but live it's great. That last one was really good. The crowd were up for it. Everything was on point. Walkouts were great. I think in Denver it's gonna really be something special. They'll put a lot of effort into those production elements, and it's important. Yeah, because I think the UFC they're able to maybe sit on their laurels a little bit and dial back on their production, and because people are still going to pay, people are still going to watch. It's fine, but I think for one, it's good to have elements that are better than the UFC and things like that, and elements that are different. People are going to tune in for, and maybe not tune in for, but when they watch it, it'll impress them. And I think having that WWE level of production is something one is quite good at. And there's a lot of ex-WWE people that have been, hired from WWE to come into the operation in backstage, not backstage, you know what I mean, but in company, corporate roles and things. So I'm sure a lot of them have maybe brought that style of production with them, all those ideas anyway. When's Chinga versus Super Bonas Vegan? You hear Chingas is not coming back at the moment. Speak to the Beyond Kickboxing guys, though. They seem to know more than me. I have heard a few things which I cannot say about the Grand Prix plans. So, yeah, hopefully things will come clear soon. I use the Southeast Asia broadcast, says Story of the Fight of the UFC, I believe, and there's no ads there like the States. Yeah, maybe just slap your VPN on or something, guys. There's too many ads. Six Ball, is Chinga even with one anymore? He's still under contract, yeah. It's a long contract. I think he's got multiple years left on it. So don't know what's going on. Thoughts on ONE FC doing MMA fights with no cage, like an extra large Sambo ring with WWE barriers surrounding the ring? I like the cage in ONE, the circle. Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to be too different. I think you want to have some elements that are familiar to MMA fans if they tune in. Like, oh yeah, it's a cage, right? Monkey God walkout is rad. UFC had him, and you never got to see that personality. Yeah, I think it's hard for a lot of UFC fighters to get over their personalities. They don't get many opportunities. I think ONE gives them some good opportunities, and walkouts are one of the ways. It looks like Chinga will leave ONE, says Grant Sanders. But who knows? He's, like I said, he's got a long contract still. Are you going to watch K1 World Max? Sorry, my voice is dying. I think I'll I'll see it on my Twitter timeline. People will be posting clips. Some of you guys in here will be keeping me up to date. That's about as best as I can do. I don't have too much time to watch other stuff, and when I'm not working covering one championship, I like to kind of unwind and not watch fighting. I like to do other things, but I'll keep abreast of it all. I'm sure you guys will all keep me posted. Does look good though. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've just probably upset you guys, haven't I? Oh, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I'm like Tyson Harrison said. He doesn't pay any attention to things that aren't his fights. So I'm really out of the loop on that. When is it? July 7th? Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be flying in the air actually from Bangkok, back from Bangkok to Hong Kong. Yeah, I will be. So that the show's on July 6th, Fight Night 23. So I'll be in the air. So no, my voice is definitely going now. I'll have to wrap it up. We'll do I can do 5 more minutes. Yeah, that's the 90. RMTs. I think one, not using a cage will make them stand out, like how Pride had different look with the ring. Could do. I like the circle though. I think one has already done a good job of differentiating itself with the Muay Thai and kickboxing, and obviously that a lot of prominence has been placed on that, and I think it's starting to click now. Yeah, I still kind of question the grappling, but whatever. Yeah, I think if you want to differentiate, I think one needs to lean into that Muay Thai in the cage type thing they had going on at 167. That's something I think will really appeal to American fans in Denver and Atlanta. That is the thing. I think MMA One Championship is the Trojan horse to get Muay Thai into the US. It could work. Yeah. We'll see. Grant, see you on Friday. Yes, see you Friday. I'm going to be getting there quite close to the bone, I think. I'll be touching down in the afternoon and then going almost straight to the arena. I'll probably drop bag off at the hotel. The hotel's pretty close. Going to the Fighters Hotel, Best Western, Nada. And I'll head straight there. Get ready to go. Tetsuya wants me to check out Tyson's rap. All right, let's see if we can share this thing. I've heard when I share Instagram though, it's super loud. So apologies if I break your eardrums, everyone. Which post is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the one with all the likes. Okay, I'm gonna try and share the screen. If it's really loud, I apologize. Just see. I can't even hear it, so I don't know how loud it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is that it? 1.4 million views on Instagram. That's pretty cool. I like when people do things to get themselves over. That's good. It's blowing up. Good for Tyson. All right. I'm happy for him. Cage for striking, says Chester. RMT. I personally hate the cage. Like in boxing or kickboxing, they break the clinch for a reason. In MMA, it's like a 1-minute clinch. Yeah, it's all I can't even Sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, I'm dying. I'm gonna have to go, guys. Who's gonna fight Jong's vegan crane? Well, I pitched Smilla Sundell, mixed rules. Grant's gonna be there early. I'll try and catch you there. Oof. Oh, the ending was the peak. All right, let me try and share it again. I just want to be able to hear it when I share it. I know there's some sort of button I can press to get that. I'm just trying to find it on here. Oh, I know where it is. Okay, let me try that one more time. We'll end the show with Tyson's rap. God, screen share. Also share tab audio. Yeah, I just can't hear it, guys. This is annoying. It doesn't come through my computer. I'm gonna let him serenade you on the way out. This is Tyson Harrison's Thai rap. Going viral. I'll have to listen after. I just can't hear anything. But it looks fun. It looks like Tyson's having a good time. There it was. We got the ending. Okay. I'm definitely gonna check it out after I go off air here. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Yeah. I'll catch up with you on Wednesday. Try and get Kyle, the diamond of Sportskeeda. I'm sure he'll do it too. Maybe try and line up an interview from this show. See if John DeBella will do it. Who knows? Yeah, I'll get my voice ready for that too. Drink some warm water. But yes, we'll do back on Wednesday. Then I'll be flying in on Friday. I'll be in Thailand for a good 10 days. It's gonna be a fun stretch. We'll get some. I'm planning on going to some gyms out there. Superlek gym, Super Bonds, maybe even Sitsong Pinong. See our good friend Tristan. So I'll get some cool content for you guys. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And thanks for asking questions and tuning in. Please tune in on Wednesday. Have a good one, guys. All the best.